Adoption in the United States is starting to be very common, and according to Adoption.org, 6 out of 10 Americans have had a personal experience with adoption. Either they have a family member, close friend, or they themselves have been adopted. Family. A family is a group of people who love and support you regardless of anything. They're your building block. They teach you how to love and be loved. With this being said, everyone knows the famous NFL quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, Colin Kaepernick. Colin was born on 3rd of November of 1987 in Wisconsin. Colin was a mixed-race baby whose mother put him up for adoption. He was happily adopted at 5 weeks by Teresa and Riddick Kaepernick and is now a great succeeding person. So what exactly is adoption? To Adoption.org, adoption is legally taking parental responsibility of a child and raising it as one's own. Easy, right? You pick a child, raise it, and life goes on with no worries. Wrong. It is not that simple, and the adoption process itself takes time, which also depends on the adoption agency. In Adoption.org, it shows that the cost of an adoption varies from $5,000 to $40,000, also depending on services provided, travel, birth mother expenses, stay requirements, etc. Now that you know that adoption is much more complex than just picking out a child, we can go on to statistics. In the U.S., there are 2 main types of adoptions: agency and independent. Agency adoptions are broken into 2 parts: public and private. While public agencies focus on helping foster children find a permanent home, private agencies give their attention to infant adoptions. As of April 2013, 38% of families privately adopted, with 62% of children being newborns and less than a year old. Independent adoptions mostly involve newborn babies. In the U.S., about 55% of newborn adoptions are completed through independent adoptions, which are mostly arranged by a lawyer and birth mother. First off, is blood really thicker than water? For most, it's hard to understand. Others ask, how is it possible to love someone else's child? Research shows that 95% of adopted parents experience a strong attachment to their child. According to a national adopting statistics, 9 out of every 10 adopted couples say that they have a great relationship with their adopted child, with 87% of them saying they were adopted again. Since the year 2000, there was about a total of 2,058,915 adopted children in the United States. With that number growing every year, adoption rates have been rising. It is said that the bigger the number of people who consider adoption will result in more adoptions being made. But what it really is that more than 1/3 of Americans have considered adopting, but no more than 2% have actually adopted.